Hey everyone, VH here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's video has come about because Not SP10 has commented a couple of times that he doesn't know how to do the card clash. So we're going to go into it today. I'm going to go through a very few basics on screen here, and then we're going to go through 109 cards on my main account. I'll show you why we're doing 109 right here. So to get the cards, you get 7 a day in your daily gift. 7 times 7, bit of quick maths, 49. You get 1 for 100 gems. You can do that up to 60 times. So 6,000 gems for 60 coins, 60 cards. 1 for 10 contract diary gems. You can do that 60 times for 60 cards, 600 contract diary gems. So the two main thresholds are 109 and 169. The value pack ones are, for some reason, valued 6 times more than the ones you can buy. So we don't really buy value packs unless you are like 2 or 3 cards short of getting to a stage. These are the stages. You average about 20 a stage. The first couple of stages, well, we're going to put this to the test in a second. 17 or 18 cards normally. And then it goes up and up and up. All free-to-play players should aim for here, which is stage 5. If you do your 109 cards, you will get there. You won't get to stage 7, but you might get to stage 6 if you do 109. The trick with stuff like Card Clash, same as the Mithril Pickaxe event, don't do it the first day. Like, don't buy all your cards the first day, because you might end up with like 10 spare that you can't do anything with. Like if you're stuck between stage 5 and 6. Yeah, so just don't overspend. Like, keep it to a minimum. I actually think this potentially is maybe worth the contract diary gems pushing up to here. It would mean you need to spend about 300 contract diary gems to get there. Maybe it's worth it, maybe it's not worth it. And finally, the store, you get discounts on the first row. I said free to play players, you're really going to get 1 or maybe 2 of these, depending if you spend contract diaries. You're not going to get here unless you spend loads of money, so it's not really worth going into. But yeah, that was like the little walkthrough. We're going to cut away and we're going to come back and we are going to show you how to do Card Clash. Right, so we're here. Something you've got to bear in mind is that this is actually really hard to try and record and explain at the same time. This is the game mode that's actually quite straightforward once you know what you're doing, but trying to explain it whilst you're doing it and trying to do it in a timely manner is quite difficult. This is the 3rd time I've tried to record myself doing this, so bear that in mind. We started off with 109 cards. You click draw, it gives you 3 cards. It gives you a card each time. Do your first 9, so you're sitting here like this. This is who the monster's weak to: Shadow, Dark, Transcendence. Every time he's weak to someone, they do extra damage. In this case, base heroes that he's not weak to do 10,000 damage. Heroes that he's weak to do 12,000 damage. So 10,000, 12,000, 12,000 equals 34,000. That would be the same for this one here, because still we've got a forest hero who he's not weak to, and we've got 2 shadow heroes. These get a boost because there's 2 of them. So as well as getting a boost because they do extra damage to the boss here, they also get an aura bonus because they're the same faction. So what we want to do is try and build up one team. That's where we want to put all our boosts into. Every time you do 3 cards, you get one of these special cards here. Unfortunately for us, our first 3 are really irritating because they're all exactly the same card. They basically switch the faction. So for instance, if I pick this up and put it on this Olivia, it turns her to light. That obviously doesn't benefit us. Because light isn't here, we don't really care about that. These cards here, they're quite cool. He's weak against them. So what we can do, we can use this, say, to go... it doesn't really matter. So we can do Dark, for instance, here. And that'll make that 37,800. And then if, for instance, we went Transcendence here, that'll also make that 37,800. He's weak to all 3 of them, and there's 2 duos. We're not going to do that because we want to build up one team, and we never know if we want it later on. So we're going to cancel that. We're going to ping this one out because this is the weakest one. And then we'll see what we end up with in our next 3 cards. So 15% power boost. This is our highest damage team. So we're going to go and we're going to put that on there. Fantastic. There's a couple of options that we've got. We want to throw away our weakest team. We don't want to waste the card if we don't have to. I don't know why, but I'm going to go here. And then we're going to throw this one away. And then we'll just keep on drawing. Yes, perfect. This is a great card. Turns factions of heroes beside the selected target into the same faction as that of the selected one. That was a very big mouthful, but that's fine. So we're going to go here. This is going to change all of them to dark. And then we're going to take the boost back off this to put it on here, because this is now our strongest team. I'm going to keep that there. These are both the same. It doesn't matter which ones we throw away. They're both pretty much exactly the same. So let's just throw that one away. It doesn't matter. And we're going to take 3 more. Abyss card that literally does nothing for us. But if you look here, we've got enough damage to kill the boss anyway. Fantastic. So let's see how much over damage we've done. Only 5,000. So the boss has got 39,000 health and we've done 44,000 damage. So that's absolutely fine. Stage 2. Always just draw out the first 9 cards. There's no damage to doing that. Then check out what your strongest card set is. Check out what your weakest one is. So for instance, this hasn't got any... oh, it has, because it's got Shia actually. It has got one. Sorry, I lied. This has got 2. And this has got 3. So this is a good one. This is a bad one, and this is an okay one. So what we're going to do, we're going to take Abyss here, because we have to throw one away now anyway. We're going to do Abyss on there, because that makes them stronger. Shadow, Abyss, and Dark. Ooh. This is a Shadow, Abyss, and Dark boost. We might as well put this on here as well, actually. This is going to take us up higher than that. So, yeah, we'll throw this one away, because there's the least amount of things we can do with it, and we'll keep on drawing. 15% boost, 30% boost. That's going to be on this team. We can always take it off later, but that's going to be on this team. We have to get rid of one, so we'll get rid of that one. Try and keep track of roughly how much more damage you've got to do. So we've got to do, what, 110, 170,000 damage. So hopefully we can get that in the next 6 cards, which I'm almost certain now we are going to be able to. Put that on there. Who's our weakest one? This is our weakest one. Draw 3. Yes, and we're done. Straightforward. That's cool. So we started off with 109, and we've done 27, 36. So we're averaging 18. That's actually quite strong. We like that. Let's see what else we can get done. Draw out our first 9 always. So again, yes, perfect. Perfect. Look at this. So we're going to take this, and it's going to turn these 3 into dark heroes. Now, literally, Fortress, Forest, and Light. Yeah. The only way, so because we've got this card, if Fortress, Forest, or Light was a weakness, then we would have changed her over, and she would have been stronger. But these guys are always going to be stronger than what they can be, so that's fine. Literally, this team can't be bettered now, so we're going to throw that away. Let's see what we get. Got a dark hero. We're going to have to throw one of them away, so again, we might as well put it on them. And we will... Fortress, Forest, Light. I made a mistake. When I threw away the earlier one, I should have put that on it first. I hope that's not going to come back and bite me in the butt, but that's just the lesson learned. Yeah, to be fair, we got really lucky with this one anyway. So Fortress, Forest, and Light. Again, it's still going to be that one. So we've got about 100,000. Yes, we really... Yes, this should do it. Yes, perfect. Yes, that didn't damage us in the end. That could have damaged us. Like these cards here, like at the end of each stage, you lose the cards. So you might as well use them if you're not going to use them on your strongest team. Like we weren't going to be able to use this on our strongest team here because these are dark. Fortress, Forest, Light. I should have used that in my first team. It would have given us an extra 3,000 power because we had 2 light heroes. I didn't. Luckily, it hasn't really come back to bite us in the butt, so that's fine. Let's see. Oh, great start. So let's see what we've got. We've got 32,000. That's not... yeah, here we go. Right. So again, like, this is pretty much going to be our strongest team. Virtually without a doubt. because even this is a good team. So we've had probably the strongest start we could have. Another 10% power boost. We'll always take it. Yeah, so we're on a really good run, to be fair. Really good run. Ooh. It doesn't make a massive difference. I mean, we might as well. Yeah, it doesn't make much of a difference, but... Right. Let's see how we get on. Shadow does nothing for us, but if we put it here, it gives us an extra 1600, so that's fine, we'll take that. So we're about 100. Oh yeah, so to be fair, it's a shame, so we need one more card and we're done. That's fine though. We're doing like amazingly well. So we started on 109 cards, so we've done 65, 74 cards, but we've cleared 4 stages. We're doing like averaging 18, which is, yeah, really strong. And that's, oh, please give us a lucky middle card. No, it didn't. That's a real shame. Like, we've literally got... I don't think that could have gotten much worse. Because... yeah. It makes sense. Because of the different boosts we can get from different cards, it actually makes more sense to throw this away. Because we could get in a boost. And we can change that. We could get a light boost. We could obviously get a fortress boost, but then we can switch them to fortress. Yeah, so we're gonna get that one away. This is why. Oh, okay, right. So we've got lucky here. So what we'll do, we're gonna go like this. Switch its transcendence, and then we can switch everyone's transcendence. But this is like the difference, right? We've got so unlucky on this fight compared to the other fights that we had. This is going to set us back quite a bit, I think. Shadow, Abyss, and Dark. Yeah, we want a better one than that. So we're going to throw this away. Yeah, we got really unlucky on this stage. 30% power boost. Put it on there. 10% power boost. Put it on there. Yeah, I don't know. So what are we at? 80, so it leaves us 86. We're miles away. We are miles away. What a shame. Shadow. So we could do this. No, we're not going to do that. What we'll do that. And then we'll do that. And then we'll throw this one away. And then we've got... yeah, it doesn't matter. We're just going to have to do 20 anyway. Yeah, so that was a poorer one. But we're left with 12. So it means that we would have completed this on 97 cards, which is pretty good. So yeah, that's stage 6 all done. I'm going to... this is where you'd stop, but I'm just going to buy these because I'm going to do it anyway. Actually, no, I'm not. That'd be silly because I might not be able to get... no, I'm going to use some restraint. So that's all done. I hope you enjoyed it. So in the end, we used 97 cards for 5 rounds, which means we done it on 19.4, and we got kind of stuffed on that last one as well. But yeah, so I hope you really enjoyed that. I try to keep it as trim as possible. It is what it is. If this is the first video you've seen of me, please like and sub. Check out my non-meta series. We spend loads of money on that. And if you're a new player, please check out my free-to-play newbie guide series from day 1 to 100. I hold your hand the whole way through. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and listening. Stay safe. VH out.